Okay, yeah, you hit that little record button, and now we're recording. Um, yeah, I sometimes do that without permission to a lot of um, people that I'm doing products and stuff. But yeah, I went over your Google Analytics, and we have good news and we have bad news. Yeah, yeah, of course, everything's all good news. Um, basically, yeah, even the bad one, because the bad one we can improve for growth. Um, and since you have a lot of people already that's going, well, to me, analytics show us like where what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. Um, as in web, like as in your website, and right here, it basically shows like right off the bat um, who's coming in on mobile, and I usually just like to look at it several days, in several days, just looking at analytics, so I could come up with my own hypothesis and draw up a conclusion for development. So you go to your developer and say, "Hey, move that button," because people are not clicking on it. So that's how we A/B test different strategies for website development to for engagement, for engagement and for SEO, for marketing and stuff like that. But but yeah, most people right now just looking at your analytics February to August. I always like to first look at the traffic per day, and this shows the traffic per day, and it's going like something happened around May, the middle of May. Yeah. So, oh no, this year. Yeah, yeah, something happened, and so I always like to tell people that, oh wow, it spiked. Why did it spike? So you have to go dig into the analytics. I won't do it now, but we have to go and dig into the analytics. What happened on May 16th? How did we get 283 users to the site? Something, maybe you guys had an event or something, or um, and like to this, when you see the peak, you always want to see what happened that day. Like you had yeah, it started Monday, Tuesday. See, Monday was 83 users, Tuesdays 96 users, then Wednesday was 194, then Thursday was 283. Then it then whatever happened, it started to then Friday 153, um, Saturday was 72, then of course Sunday was 39. It just, so something happened that day. So usually that tells you something that, oh, I would have to go and dig into deep into it, but I won't go into it now, and see what happened that day, as a good marketing person, because I want to see how people engage with the website. Um, like maybe you guys had an event, or maybe something happened in social media. Maybe you did a tweet, and you did the tweet the right way. You did the post the right way on Facebook. So you have to remember these things. Oh, what did I do that day in order for us to get so much traffic that day? So, do you guys remember anything that happened around May 16th? Or just right off the bat, you guys don't know, or know a special event you guys had in May? Yeah, yeah. I was just curious. Maybe you knew. Oh, yeah, it was some big event we had, but no. But I was just curious, just to ask you, right? No, because we can always go dig deep onto that day to see where did the traffic come from. Like, see, in and your traffic stats are pretty cool. You're getting like around, I would say, an average of 50 people per day, 50 to 100, depending on what day it is, um, per day. Um, Already, I could tell you that um, you could get more people just by using very good SEO on your search engine optimization. Yeah. And so, if we could SEO your website, you guys will get, because you guys are getting pretty good traffic without, I was surprised that you guys, yeah, yeah, without any advertising. I was like, wow, where are they getting this traffic from? I was like, So, but yeah, and let's move on to other things. See, and this is where the traffic's coming in um, by country. Taiwan is 9,500 people came in. The U.S. 1,000 people. China 96 people. Yeah, yeah. Then Great Britain 78. Yeah, and then I think the EN right here is this people who have English on their browser. And Hong Kong is 16, Canada 15, Japan 15, Australia 13, Korea 9. So, in that tag, that HRF fling tag, see if you guys have that tag on your website, um, the 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 H R yeah the this tag um, yeah the HRE fling tag, it tells you by country code, like it'll direct like by country code of people going to your website before they hit it. That's already to your browser. It's called the I don't know why it's not popping up, but we'll share it later. But yeah, let's. But yeah, yeah. It. So where are we? Got a little lost here. But yeah, and basically, that tag will automatically default to that country code. So, um, so that country code, if it's Taiwan, so it would be the language code on your browser basically instead of your location. So my browser has ENUS, so it would default automatically to your website's um, English version, and then you would have a Chinese version. Then and then basically you could have a Japanese version, because I bet you the Japanese version. See, and to go deep and down into the analytics, it shows you new users. So you had 9,000 new users during February and through August 2019 that came from Taiwan. Then they had 18,000 sessions. So sessions is how basically they just, it means that they hit multiple websites. Like maybe they hit the About Us, the hell, yeah. They had, yeah, yeah, they had many sessions at your website. They went to multiple pages. That's what sessions mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was averaging about two sessions. Yeah, you're good in math. I'm not good in math. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but the bounce rate was 62%. Bounce rate is basically um, they bounce real quickly. If you have a high bounce rate, that means your site. You need to figure out how to lower your bounce rate. So bounce rate means they left your site. So you had a 62% average of people going to your site and just bailing. It's okay. 60% is good. 40% is even better. So we would have to like because usually an exit script will resolve that. Like how people when you leave a website and it says, "Hey, where are you going? Don't forget us. Would you like to have push notifications of updates or something to get them back to the website?" So that will be something that we would probably have to tell your developer, "Hey, get us an exit script." So when people leave the website, they will be notified again about updates or something of that nature, so they can get back to the website. So your bounce rate will be lower. So yeah, and here's that page session, Fionn. It's 2.4 right here. Yeah, so your math is right. It's 2.43 sessions right here. So so the average is, and that needs improving too. Like you have multiple pages on your site, so it should say 5, not 2. But we'll take 2.43. And the average duration of that visit is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So the average people were staying, and then you could do it by country too. Like in China, it seems like Chinese people from China were staying the longest at 6 minutes. So yeah, that's so you sometimes you have to dig down deeper into the analytics to see why were Chinese people what they're doing, and they have a higher page sessions. They actually go to 3 pages instead of 2 pages. So maybe, and look at their bounce rate. It's low. It's only 42%. Yeah. But then you go to Hong Kong right here. Their bounce rate's high. It's 93%. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's high. It's really very high in Hong Kong. And they have the lowest page sessions at 1.6. Oh, wow. Look at their duration. It's only 1 second. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So they're just leaving real quick. So, yeah. But yeah, that just shows us basically, oh, this is not even a slide share. Yeah, let's go back to the slide share. Okay, but yeah, okay. And this first slide, I went into depth of um, the the type of device. So all the people who are coming to your site are mobile. They're coming on a mobile right there. So yeah, everyone's coming on mobile. Then second is desktop, and third is mobile for Facebook. They're coming from mobile from Facebook right there. Then third, desktop from Facebook. So then the fifth is tablet. So then the seventh is mobile from YouTube. So maybe they saw some YouTube videos or something from you guys, and they're coming in from YouTube. And Instagram stories, interesting. So, just a lot of these things, you just have to register as a co-founder. Oh, like, so when we develop your next website, you will more develop it for mobile instead of desktop. So, since it's not many people coming in on desktop, you majority will optimize it by mobile instead of desktop. Okay, I think we already went over this slide. But this slide right here was pretty interesting. The basically the analytics, you could dig deep down into the actual category of the people coming to your to your website. Usually, they're shoppers. Um, they this is like the Facebook data scandal. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yes, yes. This is what it shows. Shoppers, like the people who were coming to your website or using your website, it dug deep into their privacy, and most of the people who were coming were shoppers, luxury shopping. So they were going and their data it picked up that they love shopping. Um, yeah, they love beauty. They like food and dining. It was showing me all this stuff. Like they like to travel, so it was giving you data. That's basically giving us data. It's like, wait a minute, shoppers, people who like to travel, um, people who like to read books, arts and entertainment. So that means movies. So it's giving you a picture, a cloud picture, a visualization of a picture of your typical audience. Exactly, Ramona. Exactly. So it's Facebook data scandal right here in front of your eyes. So um, yeah, yeah, it's yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's based off your 64% of the total users. So um, it's just basically digging down deep into your core audience. And this slide right here basically shows, again, mobile users versus desktop versus tablet. So, um, mobile comes in first again, of course, and um, but they have a higher bounce rate than people on desktop. And then the people on desktop actually stay longer. They stay They actually go and view around 4 pages of your website instead of just two on mobile. So that means your mobile website, that tells you right there, your mobile website has too much um, things on it. Yeah, yeah. You need to reduce to make you need to make your mobile site because I looked at your site on mobile and it's too crowded. I don't know if it's different in Taiwanese culture, but I always say the less the better. Um, yeah. So okay, let's go. Mm, Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And this, sometimes I like to show different things of sometimes where you could capitalize your traffic on. And when I mean traffic, traffic is people coming to your website. Um, and where are they? How they're coming to your website, and this shows the service provider that they're coming in on. Um, they're coming in on Taipei, Taiwan. I guess that's your communication company or your cell phone company. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 So yeah. Yeah. So these are the service providers that your users are using to go onto your website. So the first one was Taipei, Taiwan. So I guess that's your cell phone cellular network company or something like that. HiNet Taiwan was second, and Far East Tone Telecommunications. Usually I like to see what network they're coming in on, um, and sometimes you can advertise within those networks. Um, you just have to see the whole spectrum to see because sometimes you could go to Taiwan, that service provider, and say, hey, um, we you go on their website and basically since all your users are coming in from there, maybe you could do push notifications. Remember I told at Zach's house, or not your house in Molino Park with Zach, and remember when I was kind of a little bit drunk and I said Sprint is the axis of evil, the cellular company Sprint. Well, Sprint does automatic push notifications to your cell phone, and so I could push notifications out on certain cellular networks. So your cellular network, which one do you guys have? Okay. So the one, how many? Attention bakery department. Two. Okay. Zero. Zero. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. For that one, you could basically tell, if when you guys get funding, you could automatically tell them to push. You guys could actually advertise on their network by push notification to that cellular company. So it would automatically. So if I'm on, how do you say that? I don't know how to say it. Chonghua. Yeah. So I could go and make a deal with them, and whoever has that cellular network, I could push out your Share for Impact website on their phones. No, it won't. No, it won't, because you targeted it to certain cellular network, and you target it to certain users. So you could tell them, hey, we only want people who went shopping. So you go back to this, um, and then we even have an age one, an age slide, and we only so the age slide right here, um, it showed people 35 to 44 is your most active users. So you would tell them your demographics, and it's female too. You got more female going than males. So you guys were targeted it to certain phones. So you would say, I want people who were shopping at this shopping mall who are between 25 to 44 and who are female. And I only want to push that out to their phones. So it'll be like 1,000 people, but 1,000 targeted users. So, oh, yeah, yeah, they would. They would. Yeah. You probably didn't know that they do um, marketing like that, but they do. But uh, really? Huh. It comes up as a push notification on your phone. Um, no, no, not text. It's yeah, yeah, yeah. I show you an example on the Blossomy channel on your phone. What I mean, it's these type of notifications that they send out. It's like a push. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. 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 Something of that nature. But that's way down the future. But it's always nice to know that you could target it people through certain telecom companies. So, um, but yeah, yeah. Here is another one for. It shows what country they're coming from um, through. Let me see. Um, Users, new users, and I think this is one day's or a couple of days worth of um, users. So because it's low, 427. Yeah, I think it's one day of traffic. I don't know what day is because it got cut off in the slide, but yeah, most of your users, of course, are coming in from um, Taiwan, Asia. So um, we would need to actually. Um, yeah, do some SEO on your website to increase the traffic. But yeah, here's another slide that actually tells you um, the session base. Like I thought it was pretty cool because they were going to the main site and then they were going to the starting pages and and it shows like first interaction, second interaction, and it keeps going on and on. Um, but yeah, it was pretty cool how it was going, um, and and it shows what country would go to certain web pages and stuff. And I didn't understand because your pages are not base ID. I don't. I think that's when they log in. After they log in, so that's what it says. So and then it drops off to. Oh yeah, Ramona was in there. Somehow they were see that right there. They were going to Ramona's page. A lot of people were going then pay by value. So I guess that's your pay page right there. The pay by value. No. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't really take a look to see where they were going on here, but I saw your name. I was like, oh, they're going to Ramona's page or something. So, but but this is like the flow, the funnel flow of how people go to your website. So the big white one is the main site, and then the green one means they it's another session. So they go to session base ID. So I guess this is where they log in at. Um, so and then after that they would go to page 25 or page 18. I, and usually those pages mean that they're going within your website, but you guys didn't tell your developers um, to name your pages correctly. So I will have to go and tell your developers, it's like, hey, change that page to not a number but to a name. So, but yeah. And this slide is just basically um, this the whole overall like August 11th to August 17th. You guys are getting it like I said before, average between 50 to 100 users per day. Um, so it should be 1,000 users a day. You guys should be getting 50. I will increase that to 1,000 once I yeah look at your website more. But yeah, here's that. See, they're coming in from Taiwan, and the starting pages. I guess this is where they log in at, and here's their first interaction and second interaction. Of course, when they get to the second interaction, it's less and less. So we have to optimize this where they could stay on it longer um, than they are. So, but yeah, let's go. And here's like it shows you what web browser that they are coming in on. Safari is what they're coming in on. So they're coming on, I guess, iPhone. So then Chrome, then Android, then Safari again, then Internet Explorer. I thought that was interesting. Um, but yeah. So but then when you optimize your website, you optimize it for Safari. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. That's a repeat of one. But yeah. This is concludes it. All the slides. I think the most important one for now. I'll dig deep into it to find more information. Like I told you, it takes several days to analyze it and figure out the pain points of your website. So, but otherwise, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Oh, the venues. Oh, Our we're gonna have to start a new Zoom session. It's gonna yeah. So okay, okay, okay. yeah, yeah. Well, it just means that they are, yeah, they're bouncing back. They pressed the back button. That's what that meant. Yeah, yeah, right, right. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Um. That's hard. Uh oh. Let's go back. 550. Hello. Yeah. I think Beyond is coming soon. But yeah. Oh, I have to reshare everything. Huh? Yeah. Let me see. How do we share? Yeah. Zoom is so easy. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh, really? For Zoom? Really? Ah. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. I I have a friend who just recently went to Taiwan. He has a startup, and his startup boomed real quick. I was like, oh man, yeah. His st- oh, like Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. I don't know. Yeah, I, yeah, I. He's one of those guys who's a scientist. So um, it's hard to understand a lot of people's startups. So yeah. Oh, okay. Well, the good news is that I can fix the bad news. Um, yeah, and just by um, doing a couple of SEO tricks and stuff like that, I could get you guys up and going to those compounding mults. Um, yeah, and I sent you a new one. Um, let me see, where did I sent it? Yeah, it was a new compounding mult that a guy sent me that yeah, and the compounding the venues will be um, people data labs. Is that it? No, that's not it. Um, but um, okay, we gonna have to start integrating with other events, um, and maybe their APIs. Um, basically, um, so like Facebook events, we're gonna have to start ranking upon um, like really popular events, like that Hong Kong event with the airport shut down. Oh boy, that would have been. Oh boy, imagine if we were the app or the platform that people use for that Hong Kong to shut down the airport. Imagine if they use Share for Impact. Oh boy, that means you guys can never travel to China again. Would that be true or? You would have to hide in Millennial Park for the rest of your life on with armed guards outside. But that's a quality problem, you know. I would love to live in Millennial Park in a house like that, with armed guards and everything's brought to you. You know, you're worth billions of dollars. So, but yeah, but in other words, but you know, big events, like you know, if you could rank on top of big events, through other social venues, like Facebook events. Facebook events has a ranking system that you could actually rank on top of Google search for different venues. So my whole growth hack idea is to do that with you guys, and to figure out and to we're just piggybacking off traffic off of Google search and Facebook, so people could come and use your share for impact in Taiwan. So I'm gonna start tweaking that this week with you guys. So, and I'll show you some examples, in our next meeting. But yeah, I will start piggybacking off traffic, so people will use your event planner platform more. So we could up those traffic stats. So basically, we're just gonna piggyback off um, Facebook events and Facebook places, and we're gonna have to um, like do a lot of due diligence, as in um, what is it? Verifying your social media. I saw your social media, like your Twitter and your Instagram. We're gonna have to verify all those accounts and stuff with Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. So, and basically, we're gonna just piggyback off traffic and and basically get these compounding moat right here. It was a. Can you guys see my screen? Um, okay. Well, yeah. It. Remember how Zach said about compounding moat? Well, it was actually a Instagram, or no, Tumblr. I don't know if you guys use Tumblr. Yeah, have you guys used Tumblr? Yeah. Well, Tumblr was recently sold for yeah, to WordPress for around $4 million. Yeah. And Yahoo bought it 10 years ago for like $1 billion. So and so the compounding moat that the CFO did was wrong. So what they said in this quote in this article, basically, they multiply, and this is Zach's. Remember Zach, his compounding moat. They multiplied their monthly active users in the future. So monthly, remember MAU? Remember the little thing I sent you? So if your app hits at least 10K DIU, so DAU, MAU is monthly. So right here, Wall Street analysts asked Yahoo CFO Ken Goldman how the company arrived at its $1 billion plus purchase price for Tumblr. And the Goldman said, we looked at forward EBITDAs, multiples out a few years. And that EBITDAs, I don't know what that is, but it sounds real boring in class in college. But it means earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, whatever that means. So basically, they um, they times this out a few years to come out with that $1 billion. purchase price for their company, because Yahoo bought them for $1 billion 10 years ago. And so, in order for them to get that price, they multiplied their monthly active users for over 10 years. So they in the future. So you guys have around 4,000. So they were times 4,000 times 30% over growth every year. So it'd be 4,000. So 8,000, 16,000, 22,000. So we'll just do 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5 is 20. So 20,000. And then you times that 20,000 by your advertising price. So what they did is because you earn money through your subscription, right? So basically, they this times your subscription price by how many users do you guys have. So if you have 20,000 users and what is your subscription price? Okay, so you times that. Okay, so let's just do 20,000 times $12. So that's the compounding mult that they would evaluate your advertising revenue, um, and they were times that by 10 years. So that's what they did to Tumblr, and that's how they got the $1 billion purchase price. But unfortunately, um, the founders got rich, but the people who own it now kind of lost money. But but right, yeah. Not really. They just do a tax write-off. So yeah, it's no. Yeah, investors never lose money. So yeah, they it's tax write-off for them. So I don't feel bad for them. but yeah. But yeah, I sent you guys this. Basically, it's one of those compounding mults in action in real time. It happened recently, so um, and we have to increase your monthly active users basically, and get them to 10K DAU. And this is my goal for us, is to get 10,000 daily active users on your website, and that 30% growth each month. We're going to grow 30% each month. So we're going to grow fast. Yeah. So I would say in 3 to 6 months, investors will be knocking down your door. Um, what was that? Yeah, our door. Well, Ramona's door, because she's the boss hand. So, yeah, our doors. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be knocking on our door, and they're gonna be, yeah. hmm Oh well, their educated guess was wrong, because remember they times it by 10 years at that point where they arrived at that $1 billion purchase price. So they purchased. See, and this is why I'm in the startup thing, because stupid mistakes were done, and someone should be accounted for that, but no one was accounted for. But see, that's the gift of being rich, is because they someone someone made $1 billion and they got away with it, and no one, um, and that's 10 years ago. $1 billion 10 years ago is almost 5 or 10 billion dollars because they made interest, they made more investments off that $1 billion, and those are the founders. The founders are long gone from Tumblr from 10 years ago. They don't really care about that product anymore because it got corporatized. So, but they, if you guys made $1 billion now and 10 years ago, 10 years from now, well, 10 years in the future, you guys really don't probably wouldn't care about your company because you are doing other things. So, um, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I have to ask you guys that. How many do you guys know your daily active users right now? No. It's yeah. I guess I could. It was around 400, 2 to 400 a day. But the bounce rate's high, so you know, we but we need. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I could check. Let me see. Oh, okay. Um, oh, like daily active users right now, I would say a couple hundred. Like I would say at least 100 to 300 a day. Yeah, yeah. I would say yeah. Well, I would say around, and the people actually using. See, there's different types of. There's people who come to your website. Then there's people who actually register to your website. And so you have to distinguish those two people: people who just come and people who register. And I was just talking people who just come. Um, yeah, they didn't register yet, but we have to entice them to register. So, but like, see, it was that person just left. Who was that? Where'd they go? Come back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you could tell, like in real time, the people see they stayed on for around 7 minutes. Maybe that was us. Maybe that was somebody else. But yeah, they have one page view and they stayed for 7 minutes. Uh, and a lot of founders are really, really um, like um, they go crazy of their users. Like why people are not on my site. You know, why people are not registering. Every day you should wake up. How many people are registered at my website? Um, yeah. Oh yeah, it would be. Well, remember a lot of people have 2 or 3 accounts. One for business, one for personal, and one for the. Yeah, one for the mistress. Yeah, yeah. So, and one for your family. You have one for your family. Yeah, so you don't want to show everything. So yeah, one for your family. So you have multiple accounts. uh, no, I have two. Yeah, I have two. Yeah, yeah. I don't add family and I don't add friends. Yeah. People I want to get to meet. No, I get to meet. Like I have a lot of people in Vietnam I want to meet. A lot of people in Laos. A lot of people in China. A lot of people in Eastern Europe. Um, so Russia, no, Ukraine. There's a lot of people in the Ukraine I want to meet. So yeah, but yeah, um, yeah. I haven't added you guys. Are you guys on Facebook? Well, I'll add you on my anonymous account. 'Cause I have a I have a guy account, then I have a girl account. Yeah, yeah. I have a Jesse who is a girl, then Jesse who is a guy. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, I add guys to help me do things. Yeah, like guys, if you're a girl, yeah, it's easy to get away. Like I could get something like you would treat me different if I'm a girl than if I'm a guy. To when you add a guy, you tell guys to do things. Maybe they want to show me their business or something like that, or show them, you know, um, or and then if they want to meet, I have a friend go meet them. So yeah, I okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well, and to wrap it up, basically we're gonna figure out how to grow your entity and quickly. And so, just by me looking at the analytics, I could grow it really fast. Um, but yeah, that concludes it. I think Fionn is she dropped out, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. And I will look into it more. Um, in our next meeting, we will look at it. Come, I will tell you how we're going to piggyback, like off the traffic. So, um, yeah, but it'd be nice to get all those people at the Hong Kong airport on your platform. Yeah, yeah, we can make a deal with the Chinese government. We could compromise with them. It's like, hey, we have their information if you want it. But yeah. But anyhow, yeah, we'll look forward to our next meeting, and we'll come up with a our next steps. So, but yeah, okay, but yeah, no problem. You guys have a good night. Okay, Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fine. Okay. Yeah. Tuesday at the same time. That'll work. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Bye. Love you. Bye.